So I obviously have a ton of love for Adam, Jerome, Ezekiel Thielen, the pride of Detroit Lakes, Mankato State University Community College. And yeah, even though he's had an amazing storybook career with the Vikings, the Vikes and Thielen may have an awkward conversation coming up very, very soon. And you do have to take emotions out of it. I understand, Minnesota guy, he's one of us, grew up a Vikings fan. He's living every single Vikings fan kid's dream. But the business is the business, and sometimes it can be cold as ice. And looking at the situation, he's going to be 32 this year. Injuries in 2 of the past 3 seasons. Hasn't had a 1,000-yard year since 2018, although that certainly could change with Kevin O'Connell's offense coming in. And he's due a $12.045 million base salary this season, none of it guaranteed. Thielen also has 3 years left on his 4-year, $62.2 million extension and has a $16.827 million cap hit. And the Vikings currently around $15 million over the cap. It's tough. It's going to be a tough situation. Now, obviously, the easy answer is Kirk Cousins taking a pay cut, but that ain't going to happen, right? And the Vikings may have to look elsewhere to scrape together some nickels so that can be viable in free agency and keep some guys together. Now, that would mean guys like Eric Kendricks, guys like Harrison Smith, guys like Adam Thielen could be restructured, even though they've already restructured Thielen once, or pay cut or cut candidates, which doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem right, but it is a new day, a new dawn with the Vikings. And, the question is, does Thielen deserve to be the 13th highest paid receiver by average in the National Football League, which he currently is? I don't know. He's paid more by average than Cooper Kupp, which is kind of insane. But Kwesi and Kevin O'Connell also, they didn't bring in Thielen as a UDFA. Rick Spielman did. They didn't extend Thielen twice. Rick Spielman did. So they don't have an attachment to him like the previous regime did. And if they see this just as a business, and if they take away him being Minnesota's finest, it's a business decision. And again, it does suck. It does absolutely suck when one of your favorite players of all time potentially is going to get done dirty by the team. But the team moves on. It is. And Vikings currently, KJ Osborne, I think maybe he's not solidified as wide receiver 2, but he's certainly a high-end wide receiver 3. And KJ showed that he can be that number 2 guy in spurts when Thielen was out with those injuries last season. Amir Smith-Marset has got that long speed, can take the top off the defense. I think that he needs to see more snaps in 2022, as well as the rest of the wide receiver group is really interesting. Plus, it's... we say this every single draft, but it is the deepest wide receiver class that we potentially have ever seen. I think you could see 6 wide receivers go in the first round. I think you could see a dozen go in the first 2. So there's going to be some top-end wide receiver talent, not just at 12, but also throughout day 2 and even at the top end of day 3 as well. So the Vikings... it still doesn't sit right. And I hate that it's even coming out of our mouth and we're still talking about it. But Thielen at this point, I don't think that he has a ton of trade value given his contract. So what, the Vikings going to ship Thielen away for a 5th-round pick? I mean, maybe, but it just sucks. It just sucks. But I do think that a potential business decision is going to come in. Like we said, I think that he's a pay cut or cut candidate. And again, this would all be moot if they do something with Kirk Cousins' contract. But I doubt that I doubt that a pay cut is going to happen. It's probably more likely that an extension or a void year and restructure is going to happen. But awkward, man. I hate it. I want to see Thielen in purple next season and the year after that and the year after that. I want him to pull Larry Fitzgerald and play until he's 36, 39,000 years old, right? But we'll see. I still think that he's viable. I still think that he has a role to play in this offense. I still think that he can be great. But at $12 million and change a year, probably not. Yeah. But your thoughts are thoughts. The Vikings potentially have a very awkward situation coming up with Adam, Jerome, Ezekiel Thielen. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.